the Baltimore Ravens. Now it's funny, this Lamar Jackson versus the Steelers thing, I didn't even realize that his record was what it was until earlier this year. It surprised me to hear that he had this hex with the Steelers. He just hasn't played them very much, but was 1-4 against them. Was 1-3 against them. Believe it or not, had only played 4 games against them going into this year because of some scheduling quirks. Where they were in the schedule his rookie year ahead of him getting the starting job, how they fell on week 18 in a couple of circumstances where Baltimore was resting guys. So he just hasn't had that success against the Steelers. Well, he looked great, and the Ravens looked great on Saturday. And I think one of the best things you can say about Lamar Jackson's year is how he's had to lift up people around him as so many things have transitioned. And what's transitioned in Baltimore? Well, it's the offensive line. 60% of the offensive line from last year is gone. It's right in the middle of the defense where they lost Patrick Queen. It's having a new defensive coordinator in Zach Orr. And what all of those things do is they put more onus on the quarterback to make it work and to help everyone buy time to develop. And the Ravens really invested and felt like we're gonna count on the people that we already have in our building to make this work. And that's what they've done. And now I think you're starting to see other pieces of the operation come together. That was a Ravens win on Saturday night against the Steelers. Lamar was very efficient. Yes, his passer rating was well over 100. They also ran for 220 yards. Derrick Henry being a big part of that. And then on defense, while it wasn't perfect, they bowed up when they needed to. The Steelers only had three first downs in the fourth quarter. And in that fourth quarter, the Ravens were able to generate a pick six and generate a turnover on downs. And so, you look at the job the Ravens did down the stretch in that game, in the running game, on defense, and then with Lamar being as efficient as he is, they didn't need Lamar to be Superman this time around. And that's a key to winning in the playoffs. And if they keep playing this way and the defensive improvement with the first-year coordinator, Zach Orr, keeps coming as he keeps working through his what he's done to replace Mike McDonald, who was obviously a very high-level coordinator. The run game keeps rolling like it has. If the offensive line stays intact, it's a Ravens team that may be more equipped to win in the playoffs than they were last year, believe it or not, which is pretty crazy to say